Today we're going to look at graphing linear inequalities in two variables. So first, let's take a look at whether or not these ordered pairs are solutions to the given inequality. So just like we did with equations, all we're going to do is substitute these values in to the inequality to see if I get a true statement. So x I'm going to make blue, my y I'm going to make red. So we have 2 times my x, which is -1. My y is 9, so I'm going to replace the y with the 9, and this is less than -3. So let's multiply the 2 and the -1. So 2 and -1 is -2, plus the 9 is less than -3, and then -2 plus 9 is 7. So we end up with an answer of 7 is less than -3. So this is actually a false statement because 7 is not less than -3. 7 is greater than -3. So because this is false, that means that -19 is not a solution to the 2x plus y is less than -3. We're going to do the same thing in letter B. So x again is going to be blue, y is going to be red. So we have our x, which is 2, minus 3 times my y, and my y is -2, is greater than or equal to 8. So first, let's work on this multiplication right here. You want to watch your signs because we're going to distribute a -3 times a -2. So that would be 2 plus 6 is greater than or equal to 8. And then 2 plus 6 is 8, so 8 is greater than or equal to 8. So this one is in fact a true statement. So because it has the or equal to, 8 can be equal to itself. So this is true, meaning that -2 is a solution to x minus 3y is greater than or equal to 8. So something you want to remember just to kind of sum this up when you're checking for solutions, if you get a true statement at the end, it is a solution. And if you get something that is false, it is not a solution. So you really want to make sure that you're reading your inequalities carefully. Next, we're going to be graphing inequalities with one variable. So if we look at letter C, we have y is less than or equal to 2. So do you have a solid line or a dotted line, and are you going to shade up or down? Less than or equal to means that you're going to have a solid line. So we have a line going through 2 on my y-axis. And because it is less than means we're going to shade under the line. Because all of these values right here are less than 2. So 1 is here, 1 is less than 2, 0 is less than 2, -2 is less than 2. So all the numbers that are less than 2 are going to be below. So we would shade everything on the bottom. Now let's look at letter D. We have y is greater than or equal to -3. So greater than or equal is another solid line, but this time on the y-axis, we're going to draw a line through -3. So here's -3. You're going to draw your line through -3 on the y-axis. And my sign is greater than or equal. So because it's greater than, you're going to be shading on top of the line. So that's going to be all of the values up here that are greater than or equal to your -3. So all these numbers up here are greater than or equal to -3. The next one is a little bit different. Now we have x, is less than 1. So because we have less than, are you going to have a solid line, a dotted line, and are you going to shade left or right? So just a less than symbol, that means you're going to have a dotted line through 1 on the x-axis. So here's the x-axis. We know it's x because it says x is less than 1. So here's 1 on the x-axis. I'm going to put a dot there. And then I'm going to draw a dotted line right through that point. And then I want to shade all of the values that are less than 1. So if this is 1, all of the values that are less than 1 are to the left. So that means you're going to be shading everything on this side. We're not going to shade over here because these numbers here are greater than 1, and we want to shade everything that's less than 1. So you're going to shade on the left. Now we're going to practice graphing lines with 2 variables. Notice none of these are going to be in slope-intercept form, so we're going to have to put them in y equals mx plus b form. So looking at letter F, we have negative x plus 2y is greater than 2. What would be the first step in solving this inequality for y? You would want to add the x to each side. So you'll end up with 2y is greater than x plus 2. Then you're going to divide everything by 2. So our inequality is y is greater than 1/2 x plus 1. So let's go ahead and graph this. We have a y-intercept of 1. We have a slope of 1/2. And my sign is greater than. So greater than means I'm going to have a dotted line. So here's my y-intercept. A slope of 1/2 is going to go up 1, right 2. And then I can go in the opposite direction, go down 1, left 2. And then I'm going to draw my line dotted because it's greater than. And then I have to shade. So if it's greater than, where are all of the numbers that are greater than 1? All of the numbers greater than 1 are going to be on top. So you would shade everything up here. Let's take a look at letter G. We have x plus y is less than or equal to -4. So to get it into slope-intercept form, I'm going to subtract the x from each side. So y is less than or equal to -x minus 4. This leaves me a slope of -1 and a y-intercept of -4. So on the y-axis, go down to -4, put your dot, and then a slope of -1 is down 1, right 1. And then we can continue this pattern all the way through. And then we have less than or equal to. So that means I'm going to have a solid line. I'm going to go ahead and draw a solid line through all of my points. And now you have to figure out where you're going to shade. So we have less than or equal to. Is that going to be below the line or above the line? Less than or equal to is going to be below the line. So we would shade all sides of the graph that are below my line. Now let's take a look at letter H. This one's not in slope-intercept form, so we have to make sure we do that correctly. We have 3x minus y is greater than or equal to 5. So you want to watch this negative right here. That's going to be a little bit tricky. So you're going to subtract the 3x from each side. That'll leave you with negative y is greater than or equal to negative 3x plus 5. Remember, when you have a negative in front of your variable, it's not fully simplified. So what we need to do is divide everything by -1. And remember, when you divide by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. So once I reverse my inequality symbol, it's going to go from greater than or equal to less than or equal, and I just have to go through each of these and watch my sign. So negative divided by a negative, that's going to give me a positive. Negative 3x divided by -1, that's positive 3x, and then positive 5 divided by -1 is -5. So we have a y-intercept of -5. So we'll put a point down there, -5, and a slope of 3. That means I'm going to go up 3, right 1. And then we have less than or equal to, so that's going to give me a solid line. And then with less than or equal to, you need to figure out, are you going to shade above the line or below the line? You would be shading below the line. So all of this down here, it kind of looks like it is to the right of the line, but if you make your line more shallow, it's really easy to see where the underneath part is. And also look at your y-intercept. Your y-intercept is -5. All the numbers that are less than -5 are going to be underneath -5. So that will help you figure out you want to shade on this side. For your summary, answer the question, how do you determine which side of the line to shade?